Hey, how's it going, guys? Remotes Autism Productions here. That's why RWAP Remotes 54 here. That's why, and welcome to my last and final video for 2023. So this is gonna be a movie reviews that I've seen of the past months for 2023. Some of them are awesome and great, and more tokusatsu stuff. So today I'm gonna start doing reviews of the Blue Beetle, Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and Godzilla -1 the past month. Though, anyway, so the one I'm gonna start with the Blue Beetle, which is one of the DC comic superheroes, which never been forgotten, because there was like the original Blue Beetle, like the suit, like one of the yellow goggles eyes before the technology Blue Beetle, which is from the classic to the modern era. So I'm gonna like review the Blue Beetle movie from 2023. So let's begin. So the one I liked about Blue Beetle, there was like an origin story, like it's one of the alien thingy that was traveled from the Antarctica with by the one-man army company. I mean, it's like what OMAC stands for. And meanwhile, where Jaime, who is a superhero who became the Blue Beetle, which he graduated from the Gotham University Law, which is from Gotham City. I mean, is it like the DCU Batman vs Superman one, or the 2022 Batman before I seen the Black Adam? I mean, I think it might be Batman vs Superman Batman that I'm thinking that Jaime did return from graduation to meet his family again. I mean, the family of Jaime Rise were hilarious, and they'd be funny and talk about like jokes and reference and translating to each other with subtitles. That was one of the best movies. That was part of the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. I know Disney has 100th anniversary to like Disneyland and something, and like I mean like something like that too, and like that. And but by the way, Jaime trying to think about like he has to get a job before he met his girlfriend. I mean the thing that can help, that was trying to get inside the body, like in the back. I mean, that helped it, like it like really painful when he almost like become the Blue Beetle, which is like a blue Spider-Man, like black and blue Spider-Man thing. It's like one of the, you know, the Iron Spider's claws thing, like activation kill mode, which that probably makes more sense at all. And one of the families says like it just came out of his butt. I mean, I know it like it must have burned his clothes when he goes naked, when after when he transformed into Blue Beetle, like morph, and he's trying to know how to fly. I mean, he was almost getting hurt because he thought like Superman is the only one who can fly, like not the Justice League. But I mean, particularly it was like compliment, and I mean it was like really hilarious. I mean, that's really funny, and the grandma was funny too, the uncle, the mom could be funny, and his sister could be funny too. I mean, Jaime needs a lot of explaining to do what's going on before he start like going to like fight bad guys or something. I mean, that was like really fun, and even though like Blue Beetle, like who is the best superhero, I mean, he's part of my favorite too, like the Teen Titans. I mean, not like the other different versions of Blue Beetle, like from Injustice 2, because I know about Blue Beetle since like Batman the Brave and the Bold, Lego Batman 3, Beyond Gotham, before like part of the Teen Titans from the DC Animated Universe movies. Not like a cartoon like from the 90s or the 2000s, but in the 2010s, of course, by the way. And he's starting to fight that dude, the one who lost everything, like who lost his arm and something. Because Blue Beetle was about to start. He's about to start fighting things, you know? And particularly, I mean, before he went to the secret mansion, that there was like a bat cave. This is called the Blue Beetle cave. That I seen the Easter eggs that had the original Blue Beetle suit. Hold on, I'm gonna show you it's before that. Aha, there he is. That's the original Blue Beetle, like the classic of them all, from the classic era. The one-man army corps were trying to target on Jaime, and his family, that his father Ted were being attacked by Victoria's bodyguard. I mean, Victoria's being a villain though, like for some reason to want to get revenge on the Blue Beetle like what it took from her own bodyguard. What was his name again? Oh yeah, Carapax. I mean, that's the one who lost everything that was took. I mean, that was being secret, like what's gonna reveal, like that Victoria and Carapax is trying to kill Jaime, but the scientists were trying to think about free him about protecting his own family, because I mean, it was like really painful how Carapax feels, the bad guy who lost his mother, which that was almost gonna reveal after the whole fight, the battle, and the dreaming of Jaime seeing his father. I mean, that was really cool when he saw everything, that his dreams, like everything, like to move on, like after the house being blown up, like after the armies wanted trying to take over the family and trying to take Jaime before that the fight begins, and the grandma joins the fight and grabbing all the gadgets from Blue Beetle's lab, like from Ted's Blue Beetle's lab, like the original Blue Beetle, like the suits before that, and the whole ship to they're like going to the building. I mean, there was like the craziest fight ever, like he's preparing for combat. Like seriously, there was like a huge fight of the Blue Beetle versus Carapax, and now it's being revealed about who the one who responsible, who took Carapax's mother and all, was Victoria. That she was responsible for that reason. Like, she was a killer. Like, it was like due after the World War II. I think like all his memories, and it was that he's gonna sacrifice himself to come alongside with Victoria, like sending her to hell, like after what she did. And now the few days later that they all joined the party, I mean, Jaime and his girlfriend, I mean, and his family, like, joined, like, after the graduation party, like, which, after he did reunion with his family from Gotham Law University, and they started the kids, and the one he did, going up a ride, like, he could fly to when he last transformed, that burned up his graduation clothes, that he could fly, and that was, like, how the end of the movie. And there was like a mid-credit scene, like there was something weird in the credit scene, like I'm not sure, like who is that Luke who's talking, like is it Superman? I know like Superman appeared in the credit scene, like for some reason, like Shazam and Black Adam too. I mean, I did saw Black Adam last year, I mean, like it was crazy. I mean, like what was that about? Like I should give it like 10 out of 10. I mean, for the greatest DC movie ever. And now the time. But the Five Nights at Freddy's movie review! We waited years for Five Nights at Freddy's movie to come out. I mean, back in 2015, when I watched SFM FNAF videos, and they're making their own fan-made movie. But the official movie has been planted and announced since 2022. To 2023 from February to March. Like, there's scenes, like they're putting a title as The Bad Cupcake. That was gonna reveal the actor who played as Shaggy from the live-action Scooby-Doo movie, that did return as William Afton. I mean, this is crazy that he did return. And let's begin like a FNAF movie review. So the beginning, like that, I did dress up as a purple guy with the FNAF movie since November, after the weekend on Peru. So, I mean, when I dressed up as a purple guy, I was with Nick. I mean, there's some, because the intro part I didn't miss before now I see what I missed on the Peacock TV. There was like a random security guard, that was getting killed because he was getting scared because something like feels off with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Call the Cupcake. Think he is a killer who was behind the slaughter because he was like coming after one of the security guards. But Mike Smith, he was part of the Afton as Michael Afton before he changed his name to Mike Smith, like from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, right? And there was like a confusing, and we got like an Easter egg that was like from the previous FNAF games ever, and the one that was getting confused, he thought there was someone who was the one who took his brother, that he just accidentally punched someone's dad was a mistake. That it was like who was the murderer who behind it all, who took Mike's brother, and he was like I mean, Mike was like confused why he didn't know it was a mistake and if he was the killer, but he did met Matthew. That was a fake name of William Afton, and I did not know like he has a sister named Abby, which that was part of the Smith family, and he did offer a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which it did took place in early 2000s, like someone like FNAF Timelines did. Like Henry and Afton created the restaurant since 1972, like the origins of the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria that Mike Smith offered a job to go to, and his babysitter trying to keep an eye on Abby because Abby is just talking to her friends, which that is Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and even Golden Freddy. I mean, like, who are the names of the missing children? That was that one who killed them all, like who took Mike's brother, and he's been dreaming about it, like he keeps like seeing things again, like like what happened. I mean, there was like a flashback, like Mike as a brother and the kid. I mean, the Mike as a younger kid as a big brother and his little brother, which that is like a kid from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 for like a Bite of 83. I mean, Markiplier did a meme from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 as a Bite of 87, but Bite of 87 was from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And the one person I do not like about the aunt, that she thinks that Mike's sister who talks to imaginary friends that doesn't even exist. Well, I don't like her though. The aunt, one who thinks she was talking to imaginary friends, which that means that was part of the souls in the animatronics, and Mike had to stay 5 nights at the job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria because, I mean, like you've seen like the post from Darko that it seemed they were building up a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and the logo in real life. I mean, like to make the gloves were Freddy Fazbear white. I mean, it's not like seeing the animatronics hand of Freddy Fazbear because it's just wearing gloves. I mean, it feels like it's way more better than Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, it looks like really cool, like familiar, like they did, and even like behind the scenes where YouTubers are in, like we have like the YouTubers cameos and Easter eggs. We have Darko, 8-Bit Ryan, Raz, Razbowski, Koyaks Kenshin, and Koyaks Kenshin is a taxi driver. That was spoiler alert. That I did saw the trailer too, and even Fusion C Gamer. That is a gamer that he is in this as well. I mean, that he met one of the animatronics behind the actors of the suits, like who's voicing Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, that I was thinking of who is voicing. And Vanessa, who is from the Afton family, who's from Security Breach, who met Mike Smith about staying 5 nights at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Since Mike Smith been just put a VHS on about watching, like where it all started when the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria became more cooler. It's like a classic Chuck E. Cheese, and we got like Balloon Boy jump scare like 3 times. It's just a minifigure, and there's like a puppet music box too, and like the rainbows. I think the rainbow one that's from Sister's Location. That was also an Easter egg, like before a fight. That was a mistake. I mean, like everything like 2 nights were still okay, and like when you get to 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. I mean, that was part of the video game franchise by Scott Cawthon, and the second night, I mean, he's still dreaming like when he saw 5 kids that was part of the animatronics gone missing because they think Mike was a killer, but it was mistaken. Just like the Scorpions family were murdered by Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat of the WWII. I mean, some of them, sometimes it could be mistake and confusing, like it's like framed, you know? And Mike getting like a scratches and like he was trying to catch Foxy, the kid Foxy, and he uses a hook and it's all something like really scary, like bleeding on the eyes of the kid who is the Foxy. That was really crazy, like scary though. Like, I mean, and it was like before he met Vanessa in the second night, and there was like a random dude like trying to break in, and they add Abby's babysitter in this too, and getting all like the reference like the old animatronics that was which that was from the FNAF fan game that we could see here too. I mean, you should probably like check it out, all the Easter eggs. I mean, you can find that on YouTube as well. And that was like really cool. The security camera, the office, and the places. And call the cupcake jump scare like if Chica used to call the cupcake at the Pokemon like, call the cupcake, I choose you! And they start killing random dudes who was trying to break into Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I mean, Chica killed one, and Bonnie killed the guy. Which, I mean, the guy was running away from Chica when she moved, and her eyes reaction, like eye contact, and then do like watching, like what the second guy is running from, and got killed by Bonnie in the part of the service closet. I mean, like with the mops and all that, and the guy that was killed by Foxy, and Foxy was just standing there. I mean, the beginning part of that, Foxy standing there like 2 times. Which that was before the intro, because the intro part was really cool, like the arcade version. It's like when you play a mini game from the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and 2, even 4. I mean, I'm not sure if they did have a mini game of the 8-bit from the first Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, there was like more than that. Like, I mean, in the arcade was really cool though, and the babysitter got killed by Freddy, which she saw a kid who was part of the Freddy soul. When he said warmer and the hand grabbing, that it was a Bite of 87 reference. I mean, it was a Bite of 83 because I know, like, I did saw the trailer too. That was really scary, like what I just saw. I mean, it's just a soul when I thought if the kids were being killed, like, revealed, like, in real life, not. I mean, it's before the drawings, like, the souls, is what I meant. And honestly, like, the third night, when he needs to keep an eye on his sister when she finally met Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. I mean, to make them as friends, because that's why the kids are part of the souls, like the human kids, is what she is seeing. But something like acting weird and wrong because Mike had to clean up the mess after one of those random guys had to break in and, like, just for the record, when Mike was getting confused when Vanessa says, like, have you met them yet? Which she introduces Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. But not even Golden Freddy, though. I mean, they're, like, being nice to them. Like, for a reason, like, Like, I thought they were, like, gonna jump scare them, like, that was, like, part of the game, because Vanessa did appear in FNAF Security Breach. Like, after, like, all the FNAF games and announcement, like, after the Ruins, DLC from Security Breach, and Help Wanted 2 for their VR. And the fourth night, that's still, like, something, like, more exciting, like, hanging out with her friends, is what she was talking about, and building a fort, like, when you build by using tables and chairs. I know, like, a Bonnie guitar, like, when the power's run out, like, you give it a shock, too. And Mike's sister accidentally had to hit a shock thing, like, for the guitar, like he was like, he seems broken for some reason, like, Bonnie, you good right now? And the fifth night is gonna be more worse than ever, like, the whole finale part, and I'm, like, really serious right now. Because when we saw Golden Freddy with a blue eye just killed Mike and Abby's aunt, who said the girl who talks to her imaginary friends who doesn't even exist. I mean, she did get a bite of 87 because what we saw, like, I mean, like, there was before that, the human Golden Freddy boy, I mean, the blonde hair. I mean, we did know that who played at the kid Skywalker from the Kenobi series from Disney Plus. I mean, like, he's seeing, like, a different dreams, like Mike was talking to the leader of the kid who is the Golden Freddy, that he needs his help to know who's behind it all, the Slaughters, about helping his little brother, like, want to save his little brother, like, who killed his little brother, like, taking him away, like, his life. And now it's gonna seem, like, wrong there about his family and his dreams that are not real, what he's seeing. He said he's not in the right place, but by protecting his sister, but the animatronics are planning something like put her part of the animatronics. I mean, like, why would they do that? Why do you think they're trying to be evil for some reason? And I mean, I know like I know it's complicated because I've seen a FNAF movie like 2 times because it was really cool, and a reveal of the Slaughter. I mean, the Springtrap costume looks so cool, and the old photos of the Spring Bonnie with young Vanessa that she did reveal the name who did kill the kid, which that was behind the drawings. I mean, behind the drawings that was being revealed, and sometimes it could be a lie too. I mean, about hanging out with a yellow rabbit. I mean, the Spring Bonnie's name is the yellow rabbit, but the Golden Freddy's name of Red Bear is the yellow bear. The final battle part was crazy. I mean, he was crazy. So, they're planning about capturing Abby, but Vanessa came here to save the day too, which that was gonna reveal, and she's gonna stop her dad, William Afton, who played as the Shaggy, because I know we saw like a Shaggy meme that was from Darko, like the Shaggy review memes, that Shaggy's becoming Springtrap was kind of hilarious, like man, I'm the man behind the Slaughter. So we got like from Ultra Instinct Shaggy from the Dragon Ball Super meme to the Springtrap to William Afton meme from Five Nights at Freddy's, which could be like more. Shaggy could be more both powerful with Ultra Instinct and Springtrap, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, we got all those jokes and memes. Like, why? I mean, I know that was from Blumhouse and Universal because me and my friend didn't know about Blumhouse. It was like from the directors of Megan, like the Mega Robot that I mean. And when he said the line, after when he told Mike that I killed your brother and I'm going to kill you, but Vanessa had to stop him, and he totally stabbed his own daughter because she's a security guard too. That was from the game too as well, duh. And Abby started revealing the drawing that what he did, and now we just got the part that was the finale, the bad ending from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And he did got the line when he says, I always come back. And he started dying because the car of the cupcake did the jump scare too, that he got onto here and start killing William Afton. It's like what we saw, like the one animatronic we do not know, that was Chica was putting her in the animatronic, like starting like to kill her, but the killing him was the best part. That was from the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 when the movie ended, and they finally played the Living Tombstone Five Nights at Freddy's song in the credit with the credit scene that the Balloon Boy third jump scare. I mean, that was really hilarious. That's a 10 out of 10 for the greatest FNAF show. I mean, we waited like years for that because next year is going to be the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. Alright, last one is the 70th anniversary project. That is the Godzilla -1, which that is another CGI for Japan movies. That also included English subtitles for the original Japanese film. And it was crazy, you guys. I mean, it was really cool and crazy. I mean, the beginning though, it did what I did know. Me and my friend did seen it. Like the new Godzilla movie was cool. That it took place in the mid-40s. That was during the World War II. That we were thinking if Godzilla -1, a prequel to the 1954 Godzilla movie. I mean, it is way more better than the Shin Godzilla movie one, the 2016 movie was CGI. That did create a Shin Kamen Rider and Shin Ultraman. That some of the Japanese people were killed because the main person didn't fire Godzilla, because the Godzilla one who looked like a dinosaur in 1945. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it's better than like the Godzilla 2000, early 2000 movies that looks like a dinosaur Godzilla to me, like reptile thing. I mean, before like Godzilla grows to more grow what he looks like supposed to be. And like too many like apocalypse during after World War II. And like special effects, like I mean it did take place in 20th century. That was well the 20th century is already over. That I know like it takes too many dates, months, and years. I mean like all the way to the 1947. Which almost getting closer to 1950s. That is almost a 50th. It's almost the 70th anniversary in next year for the Godzilla. Because Godzilla can like regenerate. Like I did not realize how he can regenerate after like getting shot. Like explosive what the main characters from Japan are trying to do. Trying to kill Godzilla. I mean like really crazy. Like I did not realize how Godzilla can regenerate, because Gojira means Godzilla in Japanese, which translation why it's called Gojira. Like I did not realize how he can regenerate is a weird question. Like from before. Like and too many building destructions too. Like it was really crazy, and half of the Japanese people died. Like all like actions and all that, and like more powers that could use his blast and beams, and even his mouth. I know Shin Godzilla one had his jaw half with like the beam like destruction. That was way back in the 2016 film before Funimation licensed it, and some of the people died because some of his old friends like hated him for not firing Godzilla, which that he's gonna reunite, and how to kill the Godzilla, which that the main character didn't get married because he found an adopted girl by a random girl that is but like not married, like together, you know. I mean that was found from 1945, like to do more dates like 1946 to 1947, and the whole like battleships like destruction that almost destroyed, and Godzilla like 2 minutes like takes a lot of damage, like seriously, like his power, skills, and even more battle IQ. I know I've seen like shorts versus like with durability and strength and battle IQs, questions, Q&As. I mean like something like that. I mean with Godzilla. And I mean like how gigantic he was. I know it looks like different like between like how he grows too. Because the Shin Godzilla was weird too. What he looks like before growing into like that. Because the Shin Godzilla, because the Godzilla -1 is, it's way more better than Shin Godzilla. Both of them are good. Like seriously, it's crazy like how the movie ended, like when Godzilla died. When before he's gonna regenerate more. It was freaking wild though. It was 100% freaking wild. When we saw Godzilla -1, and it was 10 out of 10 with another movie, and the girl who was alive the whole time, because I thought she would died. I thought she died before the movie ended, and we were just shocked how he's gonna regenerate and getting revenge in next decade, which that could probably a 1954 Godzilla. So, thank you all for watching my movie reviews for the last video and final video for 2023. So I'm gonna do the rewind time. So if you guys know, hit the like, favorite, comments down below, subscribe, and tap the bell for notification. And then I'll see you later for 2024. And peace out!